The Snowman is directed by Thomas Alfredson, stars Michael Fassbender, Rebecca Ferguson, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Val Kilmer and J.K. Simmons, based on a book I've never heard of but is apparently quite good, and executively produced by Martin Scorsese. And with all that talent involved, it should be at least good, right? So in this film, Michael Fassbender plays Detective Harry Holt, and he's on the hunt for a killer who has a pattern that he and Rebecca Ferguson have to work out before the next snowfall comes and he strikes again. So this movie's pretty bad, but I don't really know who to blame for it, because this film, it's so jumbled, so badly scripted, and just so unsure of what it wants to do with itself. I just don't know whose fault it is. Although I imagine most of the problems are because of the director literally admitting that he didn't get to shoot 10 to 15% of the script, so by definition, this film was sent out to cinemas unfinished. It's not a complete film. And that obviously that can't have helped matters, but whatever, let's talk about some positives first. The film's absolutely gorgeous, first and foremost. Watching it, you almost feel cold, just because of the amazing cinematography, especially the shots of the mountains around Oslo. Most of the other environments look stunning as well, but you really get the sense of a dark and cold winter morning, of the elusive killer running around, and I might have even gone so far as to call it one of the best shot films of the year if Blade Runner 2049 wasn't a thing. Soundtrack's pretty good as well, forgettable, but it's alright. And the acting's decent. Michael Fassbender does a good job as usual, even if he has been saddled with an unfortunate amount of crap recently for such a great actor. And the rest of the cast are all fine. Just fine. That said, there's one anomaly in the acting department, in the form of Val Kilmer, who's in the film for about 5 minutes total, and really doesn't have a purpose for being there at all. But not only that, his lines are so noticeably dubbed to the point you can look at his lips moving, and he's clearly not saying what's been dubbed in. It's just really strange, and I don't know what to think of that bit, but it's terrible. So let's talk about some negatives. Every single character in this film is a complete mystery. Michael Fassbender is presented as an alcoholic chain smoker who's always really depressed and waking up pissed out of his mind on park benches, but why? I mean, if I were to hazard a guess, I'd say it has something to do with his relationship with Charlotte Gainsbourg and the fact that he never seems to be there for his son. Stock detective motivation number 924. But beyond that, I just don't know anything about him. And to be completely honest, I found myself sympathising with the killer more by the end of the film, because I at least understood why he was killing all these people. But with Harry Holt, I just don't know anything about him at all. Rebecca Ferguson has some backstory, but it's all just thrown into your face at the end of the film, too little too late. J.K. Simmons' character was completely pointless as well, but they seem to be doing something with him. They're showing some shady behaviour, but guess what? It never goes anywhere, and they could have cut him out completely, and it would have made no difference. Most of the side characters just seem to be there for the express purpose of there being loads of suspects, and that's it. But you can't guess at all. Any guesses would likely, well, okay, maybe not probably be nonsensical, but it doesn't give you enough to make you guess, to help you guess who the killer is, because entire scenes are missing from this film. 10 to 15% of this film is just not there, and it's just a mess through and through. The dialogue is pretty shite as well. As just a side note, I'll admit to being semi-interested in the first quarter, maybe, but you have to do. Look, but being interested, building up intrigue, can only take you so far. You can keep building and building a house until it's as tall as the Empire fucking State, but unless you build a roof, no one's going to want to live in it. It's directing 101, isn't it? Just build a roof with your house. Learn when to stop building your house and cap it off with a roof. And to top it all off, the ending of this film is one of the most glorious messes I've seen in ages. The entire thing is so badly scripted, so poorly edited, and it ends in the most anticlimactic way imaginable. So, I'm going to give the Snowman a 4 out of 10. So guys, have you seen the Snowman? You probably haven't, but if you have, what did you think of it? Or, what is Michael Fassbender's best film? Whatever it is, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.